Oh god, what is it about those Jordan Peterson memes where they just edit his video over stuff like that? I find it so hilarious. Just up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who, and it just zooms out.
Because the joke is that you have somebody who's overly serious.
Yeah, it's like
his men are speaking, and then you just put him in a situation that is absurd.
But that's
the thing. He's overly serious. It fits perfectly in Command and Conquer cutscenes because Command and Conquer cutscenes are overly serious themselves.
Even though they're campy as.
I just love those memes so much. I will not. I will
By the
not
way, did you
take
know?
down my tweet.
Didn't realize.
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize it until recently. Did you know Gina Carano is actually in Command & Conquer Red Alert 3?
Huh. Good for her. I will not take down my tweet. I was banned, or shall we say, suspended. I remember. Is Jordan Peterson still a big thing? I remember, obviously, back then he was he blew up on the internet. Is he still a huge thing on the internet now?
I think he's pretty big, but I would say but I would say it's just he's just carved out a little corner of the world of the internet for himself, and the only one who will listen to it is people looking for advice and the crazies wanting to blame everything on him.
I forgot who it was, but I remember I watched this. I don't know who it was, but someone described Jordan Peterson as a lot of his advice he's giving you is just something your dad would give you.
Ironically, to a lot of people, he's a father figure.
I don't know how to react to that. I mean, if he is, I guess good for you. I guess it's a lot of stuff. Oh no, go ahead.
No, I meant that as a good thing. He's a father figure to a lot of people because, there's a bit of a father. People are looking for father figures these days.
But I remember someone saying most of his advice just boils down to this is something your dad would just tell you. Hey son, remember what you do when you see that Asian kid down the street. Don't point out how squinty his eyes are. Okay? Can you do that for me, son?
Yeah, that's kind of the sad part. I mean, to get a little serious about this, is a lot. Jordan Peterson talking about how a lot of young men without fathers are coming to him, and he kind of, yeah, and he's and he cried about it. Huh. I mean, he was crying out of sympathy, that's why he's kind of being we gotta stop telling these young boys that they're toxic. You don't know what you're doing to them.
Or you could just, it was
I know,
Jordan Peterson's next book, one of his chapters is just called "Don't Make Fun of the Asian Kid Down the Street."
His next book.
Jordan Peterson gives a lecture. So just remember that. Remember when you see that Asian kid down the street. Remember, remember that little boy. All right, he's not toxic. Okay, I don't mean that in a postmodern sense. I mean that he's just a little Asian boy. But please don't make fun of his squinty eyes, will you, please?
Jordan Peterson's next book. The Way of the Lobster.
Yeah, George, Jordan Peterson. Next book, Lobster Theory. The Lobster Connection.
The lobster connection. See the truth is, everyone, that you have to consume lobster to avoid postmodernism. Also, make sure don't to make fun of the Asian kid down the street.
Oh, okay. That reminds me of this other video. It was made by I think it was made by Flash Kids.
Oh God, no, not Flash Kids.
Oh yeah.
Man, this is like the longest.
It would talk about the Amber Heard thing.
Wait, what?
Yes.
What? Well, we can't see it right now.
Sorry.
We're streaming right now. We're live.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I got really caught up into Jordan Peterson Command and Conquer videos.
I just posted in the stream back room.
Alright.
It's hilarious.
I love this. Oh my goodness! No, not Flash.
Also, it's like, but it's not. It makes fun of them, but it does so in a respectful way.
Alright.
No,
Chelsea. Flash Gits, not Flash Kids. Flash Gits. He's an animator on YouTube.
Oh, good question. Have any of you ever heard of the Dr. David Lively meme?
No, I have not.
Okay, so there was this Russian from 1989. They made a Russian adaptation of Treasure Planet. This Russian cartoon series of Treasure. Yes, and the best part, in all the other series, Dr. Lively is like really this scrawny doctor dude. In Russia, he does this Giga Chat that walks like. In Russia, we doctors are very buff. Yeah, like he always got like a big smile on his face. He's like, oh shit. Like his
What is that? Oh wait, I've seen this like floating around Twitter. I never knew what it was though. I just see this floating around everywhere. It's like, what? Dr. Livesey was the first Giga Chat.
Yes. Always coming for Flintlock. And fight
the Sigma male Giga Chat theme plays just
Yes. He just like
oh my God. He's a Sigma male.
Yes. The best part is that when he's walking, he's not even looking forward. He just look up at the ceiling, all confident, knowing, like, I know where I'm going. I don't need to look.
All right. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, that's good. That's. Look at how big his smile is, though. Oh my goodness. Why is he smiling so big? Stop staring at me with that big old mouth.
That is Soviet dentistry at work there.
Where can I get some? Where can any Soviet dentists out there? Please at me in my DMs. I want to know where I can get that type of dental work in your Russian cartoons.
And the best, you should see the. Let's see. There's so much.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. So I don't. Oh shit! You posted something. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait, is that actually how he looks in the show? He's so buff. What the hell? Why is he so buff?
I know.
He looks like he could break me in half with. He could snap me in half like a twig. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
God, I need to go to the gym again. I haven't worked out in so long.
That's one, and you should have seen the One Piece version.
One Piece version?
Of course.
But let's go on. The John's. Oh, this is so fun.
You alright, Najano?
I took a very long nap before this, so.
You gonna be alright, man?
Yeah,
Alright.
I have stuff, and then I got work tomorrow. With the, and then hopefully I'm not exhausted enough so I can watch some Asian moms kung fu her way through the multiverse.
Yeah. Well, whenever you're watching that, I want to be there with you. I always hope to watch that movie again. Speaking of that movie though, funny enough, today's Kei Hu Kwan's birthday. Today's Short Round's birthday. fucking Short Round's birthday is today. That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Megatron is like skipping on like any announcement about today.
I wonder why. No, but it's like that's amazing. Short Round is his birthday today. He's 51 years old. Doesn't look too bad for 51.
Well, yeah. You know, I always wonder if he and Sam Harris stay in contact. Not Sam Harris. Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That depends. I don't know if Harrison Ford is in contact with reality anymore.
Harrison Ford. He refuses to do any more Han Solo stuff, but yet if it's the 7th Indiana Jones movie coming out, he's all for it. That's what I never understood about Harrison Ford. It's like, Han Solo, who cares about him? Harrison, it's time for the 20th Indiana Jones sequel. Hold on, let me get out of my wheelchair. Alright, what are we doing?
We're gonna by the time it turns the 8th, we're gonna weekend at Bernie's him.
I'm just.
Yeah, it was like today's actually an interesting day. There's a lot of interest because I didn't know, like, but today this day, like, is like a lot of anniversaries apparently. Like not only is it, and special stuff, like not only is it Short Round's birthday, it's also apparently the 10th anniversary of A24, which I didn't know that.
A24?
The film studio, Comet. They're the ones who made the Asian Mom Multiverse movie.
Oh.
Yeah. It's their 10th anniversary. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's another 10th anniversary today that no one's really talking about. Today's the 10th anniversary of Fall of Cybertron. Today.
Ooh, nice.
10 years ago, Transformers Fall of Cybertron came out.
Now I'm sad.
Yeah. God damn it, Activision. God, if the contract didn't expire, I would, because I would totally be up to just going on Steam, buying Transformers Devastation again. Because, oh man, well, not again. I never got it before. Just going on Steam, here's Transformers Devastation. Oh, cool, I'm gonna buy it. But no, that's not available anymore because the contract expired. There's a lot of things digitally are just expiring. Go ahead.
If they're expired, they're not really gone. If you go to My Abandonware, it's a great website. You can just find like games that have just been like delisted. Because the saying is true. Like whatever's on the internet never leaves.
But like a lot of stuff are just being like delisted. Did you hear apparently the big thing right now, like the big deal is like HBO Max is like having a big shakeup. Like apparently, I don't know whoever the guy was in charge of Discovery is like, we're gonna take down a lot of like animated shows off of HBO Max now. It's like, oh okay, I guess. Why? I don't know. I'm apparently it's something to do with like tax reasons. Man, everything's all about taxes. Fuck taxes. I say that taxes should be a crime because of taxes. A lot of a lot of anime shows are being like taken off from like all these like platforms because no one wants to pay taxes.
Wait. I found out who the shareholder is.
Who?
The cause of all this.
Oh, do tell.
Okay. I'm trying to look in streaming back room.
Oh. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's great. Oh god, he used to give me fucking nightmares when I watched Roger Rabbit as a kid.
It makes so much sense.
It does. It makes so much sense. No wonder why. I just want to be able to play Transformers Devastation. I want to play that game again. I mean, why do I keep saying again? Because my mind's mixing up Fall of Cybertron with Transformers Devastation. I've never played Devastation, but I have played Fall of Cybertron. I want to play that game again. God damn it. Oh, no, go ahead.
Like I'm on like abandonware, and I found the files to Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, the PC.
Oh.
And like, man, this game looked like it aged. Like,
I was wondering, is Transformers Rise of the Darkspark any good? I mean, it had the Fall of Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron design.
Fall of Cybertron's Rise of the Darkspark is just a cash grab. At the end of the day, I can't argue for it like as an objective game. I just know it's just a cash grab. It's like what's popular these days? Activision. People like the Fall of Cybertron game. Okay, but we need you to work on a game for, to tie into the new movie, Age of Extinction. I don't know, what do you want us to do? I don't know, figure something out. Maybe slap on Fall of Cybertron. Okay. Rise of the Darkspark. Activision sucks as a company. Speaking of Activision, though, Ninjata, you played an Activision game.
Yeah, an old one.
Now tell me.
I was thinking of like doing the whole bit about about the whole beginning of the game.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so.
Oh, and
hey, Zeonic.
Hey.
Yeah, you doing better?
So.
Fine.
You gonna be good tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure, man.
So still having a Call of Duty craze a couple weeks ago, I decided to continue with Black Ops 1.
Mm-hmm.
And did the entire campaign. And yeah, it's still one of the most fun campaigns.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Oh yeah, it's so fun. Like, the beginning of the game is awesome too because it starts out with a controversy.
Oh.
Like, you see, this game did a naughty thing.
Alright.
Like, and it is very offensive. Like, I apologize as a citizen of the United States. I apologize to the state of Cuba and how the first mission Black Ops 1 is us killing Fidel Castro.
Well, that's how you know this is alternate history. You're able to get Fidel Castro.
Actually, no. It turns out to be a double.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like the game begins like in terms of the timeline with the Bay of Pigs fiasco. Like so Mason ends up being captured by the Cubans and then was given to a Russian.
The Russians.
Dragovich. A Russian named Dragovich.
Uh-huh.
And then your next mission is to reunite with an old friend. Gary Oldman as a Russian.
Ah, Gary Oldman.
Yes, and victory!
They must all die.
And so you escape from a Russian prison thanks to Reznov, and the whole plot is you targeting Dragovich and a couple of his minions throughout
Dragovich, Kravchenko,
the years
all must die.
during the early parts of Vietnam, and then what happens is that during the storytelling, the main character Mason is getting interrogated about numbers, and he doesn't know, and then you're not only playing him, you're also playing his handler occasionally named Hudson. And then it culminates in finding out what's going on. So Dragovich's evil McEvil scheme involving sleeper agents throughout the entire North America in the late 60s to unleash a virus, a super plague.
Oh shit.
That will kill hundreds of people.
Autobots,
and then, cause a revolution.
Autobots, we must contain the Russia virus.
Yeah, and then it culminates in meanwhile, being reunited with Reznov. Even though last time we saw him, he was like clearly gonna get recaptured by the Russians. And which you would think he would just get executed.
I guess he escaped.
And yeah, we don't. They never explain it, and then the ending parts happen.
You sound kind of disappointed there. It's like
it's not disappointing. It's one of the best twists in the game. I'm not sure whether I should.
It's just the tone of your voice, like, and then the ending.
I'm tired. Okay.
All right.
I don't know whether to go on full on spoiler at that moment, because it's like one of the best twists, and you could catch it at points in the game in terms of the dialogue. Like you'll notice some weird things in terms of what your character sees and how everyone else react to it. And yeah, it turns out I will spoil this part. Mason ends up revealed to be a Russian sleeper agent.
Dun dun dun.
And he's been like fighting back for the entire time. And like he's been programmed specifically to take out Dragovich, Kravchenko, and
Steiner. All must die.
And yeah. and then you get to kill all of them in different ways, and you get to save the world by going way underwater with just a scuba gear, basic 60 scuba gear. Yeah, you could do it with like t-shirts. You could go wicked deep at the almost bottom floor of the ocean.
Let's go. Nice.
Realism gets temporarily thrown out the window.
I mean, if realism is a complaint with Call of Duty, then you know they would have stuck with realism a long time ago.
Yeah, and this was fine. Like the tone, the tone of this campaign was clearly based on spy movies. That's the way I took it, and so it follows in that logic, and so they have some ridiculous stuff. But anyway, in terms of gameplay, it's one of the best shootings. It feels really good. It doesn't have that problem. I didn't have the problem of like World at War where you know, where's it relies way too much on automatic rifles, like because every single gun is basically an automatic rifle. But I feel like the guns were good and fun to play. And they seem to be balanced out a bit. Level designs were majorly improved in terms of like it was difficult in sections because there was very little sections of infinite enemies. But there were segments that they had that, and those were the most annoying frustrating segments to go through. But overall, it's a huge improvement.
Alright.
Though I will say what it doesn't have, what World of War had over this game is the music. It's quite hard to beat the Russian the new Russian national anthem.
All right.
And
go ahead.
I think that's it I can think of on top of my head.
Okay. I guess then the only question I have to ask is, so, did you or did you not, you know, were you there or were you not there when it came to, you know, the whole JFK situation?
Okay, so yeah, I think the story clearly implies that Mason
did the
deed. Yeah, he did the deed, but because it was because of the Russian programming.
He was the second shooter on the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
Well, I bet Dirk, that's gonna be brought up in the second Black Ops. Am I right? No? Oh, damn. God damn it, Activision. The second, if I remember, the second Black Ops game is when they started, I guess what people call like the futuristic trend.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Chelsea. Call of Duty does have a story. They have campaign missions, Chelsea. There are stories to Call of Duty, Chelsea. It's not. I mean, yes, it is. You know, just shoot down the enemies, but there is a story to that. There is a story to it. No, Chelsea. The online matches are just what's the most popular thing about Call of Duty. There's a story to it, but most people are only there to play the multiplayer and sit and yell the N-word in online lobbies.
Insult your mother.
Exactly. I forgot to insult the mother part.
If the game now allows for that, which most modern shooters don't.
Probably not. I know there's some old multiplayer lobbies are still up. Like there's there are still devout people to those lobbies. Like you'll go back to I don't know. I have Black Ops. I haven't played this game in a while. I wonder if the multiplayer still works. And you boot it up, and it turns out, oh wow, there's still quite a devout group of people who still play Black Ops multiplayer. So yeah, I guess Activision cares more about Call of Duty than Fall of Cybertron. Yay. So there's that. Alright. Anything else though you want to say about Call of Duty Black Ops though, Shadow?
No, it's fun. Play it. I actually highly recommend it. It's worth pretty much any price, for at least for the campaign.
Okay.
For the style campaign they're going for, it's one of the best.
Chelsea played Infinite Warfare. Isn't that the one where they go to space?
Yes, that's the all sci-fi one.
Oh, that's where they just go full sci-fi. All right.
Oh yeah. Funny about based on a song, the cutscene of Sienna. It seems everybody didn't like it at first, but from what I understand, going to the forums and commenting, the story seemed was pretty good and
really
heartbreaking. You get a robot.
It seems like the case of it was the latest game in the trend of future shooters, while people wanted
boots on the ground. Yeah,
because that game was the last of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Ghost, Black Ops 3, and I think it's Infinite Warfare. No, Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare. Oh, that's Advanced Warfare. I know about that. That's the one with ooh.
Yeah, and when I saw
that's only good because of a meme.
I just watched a few cutscenes on Infinite Warfare. I'm like, I never felt so connected to that robot buddy.
Advanced Warfare, all it does is just reminds me, you have to admit Kevin Spacey's really good at acting.
Yes.
What he did is fucked up, but you have to admit he is really good when it comes to acting.
I will defend. I'm not evil. I did not do an evil thing because I'm gay.
I think it's also funny that Kevin Spacey also plays the villain in that game. So there's that. I think Jesus was trying to send us a message back then. We just didn't know it then. Alright. Well, I guess if there's nothing else to say about Call of Duty, then we could move on. So Comet. I'm guessing. I guess kind of like Call of Duty. I'm guessing this is a zombie game. State of Decay. All right. So tell us what makes this different. So what makes it different from a zombies level of Call of Duty?
Oh, it's open world.
Okay.
And there's base building.
Huh.
And you gotta okay. So in this State of Decay is a game where it contains elements of third person combat and simulation. You got these in State of Game 1, you start off playing as Marcus. Now, the thing about this game is that anyone can die.
Huh.
Anyone. And then, your community hold a little eulogy and funeral for your character that died. So you can either start with Marcus and end with Marcus, or you can start with Marcus, die somewhere along the way, and got switches to another person.
Huh.
To another survivor. That the ones that you got from the beginning of the game, or the ones you gathered along the way. And there's like a total of 150 characters that you can play. Players each with their own skill and background. Now this game. One thing that drives this game is that you gotta gather resources to build up your bases. Build up your base and keep maintaining outposts.
All right.
Like, you gotta make sure everyone's happy. You gotta make sure there's enough food, electricity, water, medicine, ammo. And the more you gather, you gain these things called influence points.
Okay.
It's pretty much you really want this big gun in the supply closet. But oh no, you don't have enough influence.
Huh. You need influence. All right.
Yeah, like they pretty much like in game they said if you pull your weight, people won't mind you taking the good stuff. As long as you bring home the bacon.
Okay.
Same with, and you can use that also to enlist a follower. And get to level up your fighting skills, your cardio, your shooting skill, your wit, which is used for like So, and your wit would just help with search for more items, with ammo, material, building stuff.
Right.
And another thing is, if your community gets too large, you gotta, move. So you gotta, drive to get into a vehicle and just explore the map until you find a new home. And there's a story to this.
Oh, there is a story. Okay.
Yeah. Now it's time sensitive, in the sense that it is it actually have a day and night system.
Huh.
And and there'll be a while where nothing happens. You just go explore, gather resources, and maybe like 2 days in game happens, and a new story happens, a new thing happen, and you meet characters like the Wilkersons, who are very shady.
Define shady.
They claim there was this trade of people that own money. And the people money's useless as ammo. And they mysteriously disappear, and they say they died of a zombie attack.
I see. Now, you said that in this game, everyone's fair game, anyone can die. So,
anyway, playable.
Okay, but there is but you also said there's a story. So what happens if you're doing a story and your character dies? Does the story continue just with a different character?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You can say it's like generic enough. The lines. It's generic enough that anyone can fit in the slot. People people try to simulate a zombie apocalypse. So they even instead and I like what they did in State of Decay 2, where you see when Lily, one of the characters in this game who operates the radio, make a reference to all the previous characters, but also says not all saying not all of them made it. So if those characters died in the last game, it's just like vague enough. That indicate. It's vague enough that you can interpret any way you want based on how you play in the last game. That's a nice little detail.
Okay.
Now in this game, like I say, you fight zombies, and you gotta shoot them in the head. And then there's special zombies. There's like the Juggernaut, the Screamer, Barrels, armored zombies, which are just police officers or SWAT teams that died in their armor. They're bulletproof. Juggernauts are, well, you gotta shoot them in the head because they're big.
Do the Juggernauts yell, "They're the Juggernaut, bitch"?
No, but they are fat bastards. And Barrels, well, think the hunters from Left 4 Dead.
So wait, if they're fat bastards, are they Scottish?
More like rednecks.
Damn.
Because they're wearing overalls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now, and anything about preferably melee is best in this game because like the guns, unless you got a silencer, they produce noise.
And that attracts more zombies.
Yes, and possibly attracts a horde if they're nearby. And vehicles run out of gas and get damaged in this game. But this, I feel like this. Yeah. Now, I forgot. Now, this is set in this fictional place called Trumbull Valley, which is very fun, and which is a pretty big map. You can drive around, find stuff, and the else the U.S. military is here, and they're not very useful. They're more like they try to contain everything. But well, it's not going too well.
I figured.
Yeah, and turned out the zombies were dying in the water supply.
Ooh.
We're dying in the river, so they're like, we gotta get out of here and see what other areas.
Contaminated water supply. Ooh.
Causing this thing called black fever.
You did that one time, Changus.
What?
Contaminate water supply.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but that was Star Wars. This is a zombie game. What's the difference?
Well, one, you actually did cause a genocide.
Yeah, but there were sand people, though, Nick. And I'm a Sith Lord.
Genocide's still genocide.
It can't be genocide if they don't actually exist.
Oh my goodness! Of course you did that, Path. Of course you. As soon as I look away, I don't get to join you. You end up destroying entire planets.
Well, I didn't destroy an entire planet. I just contaminated an entire sand people's village water supply. So that village is probably dead. I did get to meet their big insect bug creature, and I got his blood smothered on my body. So that made up for it. Now I've earned the sand people's respect.
Then there's there's these you can help other survivors but from these enclaves. They don't live in your community, but they're nearby, live in their own little community. You can trade, help them out with little stuff, maintain good relations, and sometimes they fall, and you gotta take the survivors back to your own community. And then and one of the main story enclave is known as the Law, which is just the leftover town, whatever leftover in this town nearby. They try to maintain law and order. It's led by Judge Lawton. Judge Lawton. Yes.
Okay.
And she had this really bright idea.
What's her bright idea?
Now, Kyle Paris is like, look, we're short on staff. If you just let me train these people how to use firearms. And she's like, no. Only law enforcement, so they have firearms. No one entrusted law enforcement.
In the zombie apocalypse, the Second Amendment no longer exists.
Pretty much the rule is you can join that. She's like, everybody must join that community eventually, and all those who join must turn out all supplies and guns.
Oh, so in the zombie apocalypse, this is when Shadow succeeded in stealing the Constitution.
Yeah. Like, I'm just like, you're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Let your sheriff train everybody to use guns. And later on, they got overrun by a zombie raid attack.
Dude, I wonder why that happened.
We know why that happened, because Shadow stole the Constitution and rewrote it.
Yeah, it's like, and the sheriff, Carl Parsons, the sheriff's like, he keep telling them, look, we lost a couple of guys. We're low on people. We need.
And the answer was still no.
Yeah.
I see.
I could make a political joke, but I'm not.
Well, I mean, like I said, though, it's clear that Shadow the Hedgehog stole the United States Constitution and rewrote it.
Yeah. Then this game got DLC. I didn't play Breakdown. Breakdown is kind of like a free play where you just keep playing the game, build resources, but the zombie threats keep escalating. Escalating to everyone. I guess everyone dies.
Oh, damn.
It's really it's not. There's no story. It's more like, how long can you survive?
How long have you survived?
Yeah.
What's your record comment?
Oh, I didn't play that one. But I did play the next story DLC called Lifeline, and you play as the military.
Oh.
Now, in the base State of Decay, you start off weak and get stronger. And this one, you start stronger and get weaker, and your whole idea is to set up a temporary base where you can evac helicopters can land and take survivors out of the city. You stay behind and try to gather more soldiers, survivors, etc. Now, in this game, you try to gather, special people of interest who can help you solve this problem. And in the beginning, you try to save the scientist who shot himself because he was bitten.
Oh.
Now, and someone pointed out, like, wait a second. All we guys been bitten all the times, and we just put antibiotics if they didn't want to lose a limb. If you're not saying he shot himself for nothing.
Oh. Fun.
Like, it's kind of like they literally said, wait, should we trust this guy's nose? He shot himself over some Hollywood shit.
Wow.
It's kind of like that way explain why you don't instantly turn into a zombie when you get bitten. One bite doesn't guarantee you become a zombie.
Okay.
But yeah, it sounds weak, strong, but over time you get weaker, resources become more scarce because you in like the worst part. Like, this map is set in the city, in a city, and you have these like danger zones you gotta stay away from. Because zombies will overrun you.
You guys, you don't want to be in the danger zone.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Kenny Loggins. You don't want to be in the danger zone.
Yeah, and thing is, that is like, you can choose to ignore civilians or you can save them. And who tells you this radio operator who set up this network that try to help survivors. And at first she's like, screw the military, but as you see these military folks trying to help these people get out, she's like, yeah, they got my support.
So you can change public perception?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And at least her perception. And you just say these, and she tells you where all these survivors are at. Now, after a certain amount of time, a siege happens.
Oh.
At the base, where all these zombies try to come in and mess up your defenses. After the siege happens, the evac helicopter comes, pick up the survivors, and you keep going on the mission until you gather all the notes, all the people of interest. And then at that point, you can call an evac anytime. And after the last siege, you evacuate. Now this story can end in two ways. The city gets nuked. The city gets nuked, and any survivors dies, or the city, or you deactivate the nuke and giving the survivor a chance, giving any survivors in the city a chance to escape. As now in the story, also now who encourages the nuke is this Black Ops special operation operator named Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Yes.
All right.
A very surly individual. Yeah. When he finds out what you did, he's not too happy.
Ah. I see.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a good game. Yeah, it's a very fun DLC. You build up. You don't, instead of building bases, you stay at the same base. You build houses, but yeah, you just build up the base, build up defenses, trying to hold out. Trying to get as many survivors and to evacuate, and yeah, and I think it's kind of shed a more light on how this whole thing started. There's a bit more story to it, and yeah, the virus is probably man-made because they point out the fact that if these special infected were just random mutation, it would have just been a one and done. But every special mutation followed the same blueprint. Like the Juggernaut size, the Pharaohs.
Oh.
Conspiracy. Yes, and the Screamers. And the Screamers are really annoying. They have no arms, but they'll scream really loud, attracting other zombies.
Ah. So you gotta take them down.
Yes.
Headshot.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. But yeah, I would get this game. It's on Steam.
Oh, okay.
And currently I'm playing State of Decay 2.
How much is it on Steam?
Let's take a look-see.
Alright. Opening up Steam.
I think I got mine was on sale.
State of Decay Steam. Notice, State of Decay is no longer sold, but owners can buy DLC here. New customers should check out State of Decay Year 1 Survival Edition.
Yes, that's the one
Okay, so you got Year 1 Survival Edition.
Yes, I think it came with... Let's check something real quick. Let's see. Come on.
I need to head to bed.
Oh, alright. Have a good night, Jono.
Yeah, have a good night, guys.
Alright.
Okay. Year 1 Survivor Edition, which comes with all DLC and stuff, I believe, is $19.99.
Alright.
And State of Decay 2 Juggernaut Edition is $29.99.
There's a bundle for $37.48. It's a 25% off sale.
Ah.
Yeah. Alright. I guess then I could copy this link and put it in the chat. And so if this game and if comments convince you to check this out, then here you go. Here's the Steam link in the chat, and yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the question is, did you choose to nuke from orbit?
Oh no.
No, you decided not to go with the nuke.
Nope. I listened to the radio lady and not decided to sabotage the bomb.
Ah, so you didn't pull a Ripley.
Nope.
Ah, man, shame. We could have had an aliens reference.
Yeah, but just like get the game. It'd be like building up your bases.
Mm-hmm.
So, resource management. Like, ooh boy.
All right.
Yeah.
All right then. So yeah, again, the link to Steam is in the chat, and if Comet sold you on the game, then there you go. You can get it on Steam. Is there any other platform this game's on?
I think you can get it on Xbox. PlayStation.
I don't have Xbox.
Yeah, but you get Xbox, PC.
Mm-hmm.
I think PlayStation. Yeah, but it's like I think it's made by an independent, like not a big game studio. Yeah, a small studio.
Okay.
But it's well made.
All right. Okay then. Maybe I'll check it out. I gotta beat some games first, and then you clear up some space on my computer. But then I could probably check out some of these games. I'll see if I could stream State of Decay.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay, so I guess then with that said, then we can move on. We are already at the halfway point. And we're only about an hour in. Damn, this is gonna be a short stream than I thought. Well, all right then. So I guess with that then we can move on to movie time. It's movie time. So it's my turn. All right. So I was gonna do a spoiler talk, but then Nick still hasn't seen this movie, and
Nope.
And two, I was gonna do a spoiler talk to pretty much buy some time for you to go watch the movie you want to see tonight, but then due to schedule stuff, that didn't happen. So it's just gonna be a spoiler-free review, just talk of Bullet Train. Not however has seen this movie too, and not could agree with me that turns out in this movie Brad Pitt is not the most interesting part of the movie. No, you're in there for Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry. Those two are the stars of the show. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was saying this. I have to go to bed. Good night, guys.
All right. Have a good night, Comet.
Alright, have a good night, Comet.
Oh, and there he goes. Okay then, it's just the three of us, as usual. All right. So.
That's why.
Yeah. So first of all, I should mention that I didn't notice until recently. Bullet Train is actually based off of a novel. I didn't know that till I found out after watching the movie. It's actually based off of a 2010 novel called Maria Beetle, which is basically a Japanese book that's just Bullet Train. It, from what I'm understanding, the novel is called Maria Beetle, but it translates to a Bullet Train. I'm assuming that's not the literal translation, more what's the word I'm looking for?
Approximation?
Something like that. But yeah, so like it turns out the movie is actually based off of a book, a Japanese book, and I don't know anything about the book. All I know is the movie's based off of the book. So the movie is it's an action comedy film made by David Leitch, and he's known for Deadpool 2. Because that's what the trailers say. He's the guy who directed Deadpool 2. They don't tell you that he also co-directed John Wick, because apparently copyright. Explain to me again the whole copyright issue with John Wick, not?
If I can recall, it's it I guess it's what do you call it? I guess there's not maybe like a controversy behind it. I think it's just like for whatever reason, they directed the film together, but Chad Stahelski is the only one who got credited.
Huh. Okay. Is like a Coen Brothers situation where like one brother just took all the credit for directing, and the other one just took the credit for producing?
Like it shouldn't be, because we've changed like the film industry has changed where you can acknowledge two filmmakers.
Huh.
Because if that was the case, Daniels, they wouldn't.
Okay. I don't know.
I guess maybe one took over. Like they had two directors, but if you David Leitch was more like the action director.
Huh. Okay. I don't know. I guess he just chose not to be credited. I guess. I don't know. All I know is he co-directed John Wick, but he was never credited as a co-director for John Wick. That's why he always, when they market his movies, it's from the director of Deadpool 2. And to be fair, when you watch Bullet Train, it does, it does show like, yeah, this is more like something like Deadpool 2 rather than something like John Wick. It's an action comedy film. There is comedy. There's also action. And so it's definitely not like a very John Wick type movie. Maybe when it comes to the fight scenes, it's more like something you will see like kind of like John Wick, but it's not like like the gunplay in John Wick, because there's not really much gunplay going on. So it's more just hand-to-hand stuff. But it is an action comedy by the guy who made Deadpool 2. And like I said, now the movie, when it's advertised, they put Brad Pitt front and center. Like Brad Pitt is advertised as he's the main character, and it's not to say that he isn't the main character. It's more like he's one of the main characters, but it turns out he's not really so much the main focus out of all the characters. Rather, if I remember how you described it now, it's more like Brad Pitt's character isn't so much to be, I guess, the protagonist, more like the catalyst that starts the chain of events in this whole movie.
Yes, because after all, the entire film kind of just goes. Entire film mentions the fact that he is the ladybug. You know, he is the man who what do you call it? Holds everyone's bad luck, so that good luck can shine.
Yeah. That's another thing. A lot of characters in this movie don't use their actual names. Everyone has some kind of code name. So, Brad Pitt's character's code name is Ladybug, in the sense that it's supposed to be an ironic code name because the whole point of his character is he's just always unlucky, as in like no matter where he goes, bad stuff always happens. Like whether people will die or people get hurt, there's I'm not gonna spoil it, but there is this one scene where it's it's an example of his bad luck, which is not even related to him, just because his presence, people just die or attempt to die. And then his handler's one, he didn't actually die. No, but he did get hurt, so that proves my point still. So there's that. But his whole point is he's just a very unlucky character. A lot of bad stuff happens to him and around him, and it's because supposedly of this bad luck that all the events of the movie, all the conflicts happen, because everything's going nice and fine until he gets on the train. And once he gets on the train, that's when everything goes. That's when the movie starts. Go ahead.
I was just like, Changus, what do you call a recovering assassin who tries his hardest not to kill anyone?
I wouldn't say a pacifist, because he's not a pacifist. He kills. I guess the only word I can think of to describe it's not. I guess the only word I can think of is humorous. it's definitely a wacky concept. Hey, our main character is an assassin who doesn't want to hurt anyone. So it's that sounds ridiculous. I'm interested. I'm gonna watch this movie. but again, all the advertisement, the trailers show, Brad Pitt is, the guy we're focusing on. But no, he's just the catalyst. The real stars of the show is Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry. If I had a nickel for every actor from a Godzilla movie that showed up in this movie, I'd have 2, which isn't a lot. But it's funny that it happened twice, considering both were significantly better in this movie than their 2 Godzilla roles. But yeah, oh man, so Aaron Taylor Johnson's character and Brian Henry's character, they go by the code name Lemon and Tangerine. Let me tell you, Lemon and Tangerine is amazing. Their dynamic is so much fun. There's in the beginning when you get introduced to them, at least when I first watched the movie, I was like, I don't know, I get what their dynamic is going. They're kind of the comedic duo. I'm not really feeling it. And then there's a scene, I'm not gonna spoil it, but basically it's kind of showing, it's a comedic scene, but at the same time it also shows, everyone hey, these guys are also, assassins. They're assassins for a reason. They could do their job. But it's also a comedic scene, but that whole scene in Not Knows What I'm Talking About, where they're, I was gonna spoil it, but basically that was a scene where okay, I'm sold on this duo. I like them.
The easy way we can describe it is so it's how they rescued their target.
Yeah.
Set to a cover of "Forever Blowing Bubbles" by Elginberg Humperdinck.
Yeah, there's a. That's another thing about this movie. There's the music selection. Not Nick. If I had a if I had a nickel for every time I watched a movie where I need a hero is playing in the background for a big climactic action set piece, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but I'm surprised that it happened twice. If I knew this movie, if I knew Bullet Train's final climactic sequence would just become Shrek 2, I would have been automatically sold on the movie before I even knew about it. It's just like, oh yeah, the big climactic set piece, yeah, hold it out for our heroes playing in the back. You never told me this movie was gonna be Shrek 2. I love Shrek 2. And not only is holding out for a hero in the movie, but everywhere in the trailers and the advertisement, like this whole like nice opening sequence with Ladybug's character, some good old Bee Gees. That's why this week I've just been in a big Bee Gees mood. You got a Japanese cover of Stayin' Alive playing, and it's great. They even play a bit of it in the final climactic sequence as well. Like there's this whole like set piece, a big climactic set piece where like it's like a holding out for a hero, but then like you can kind of hear it slowly turns into like into Stayin' Alive. It's great. What else is there? Like, oh yeah, another thing about this movie. So it turns out what's his name? Andrew Koji is also in this movie. He's also another big character in this movie. Nick. Andrew Koji is I can't believe this is the only other movie we've seen him in. He's Storm Shadow in the Snake Eyes movie.
Huh.
He's better in this, obviously, than the Snake Eyes movie.
Well, he would have to be.
Yeah, to be fair, Snake Eyes movie is in a high bar. But yeah, he is definitely better in this. You'll enjoy him more in this than as Storm Shadow. So there is that. So yeah, he's also a big important and part in this movie, and basically his whole character kind of revolves around let's just say something bad happens to his son, so that's why he's on the bullet train. Again, everything takes place on this one bullet train, and then obviously the big bad, the big bad of this movie, the White Death is fucking Michael Shannon. Mr. Griffin, Michael Shannon will be on in 5. Okay, thank you. The whole crew's, all the film crew's dead. That's okay. We'll start again tomorrow. So yeah, Michael Shannon. And if people don't know Michael Shannon, he's basically he's Zod from Man of Steel. So Zod from Man of Steel is the big bad of this movie. So he's also he's kind of involved. He doesn't. Michael Shannon's role in this movie is he's the big bad, but like the big bad isn't really seen until the big climactic sequence of the movie. It's more like just. But his overall presence is, felt throughout the movie. Like, everything is because kind of everything revolving around him. It's just that Brad Pitt is the catalyst that starts everything up. And so, I guess I'm trying to avoid spoilers because I definitely want you to see this movie, Nick. You'll definitely have fun time with it. Let me see. So one thing about this movie, though, I will say is, despite being like a very comedic action movie, something like kind of like Deadpool 2, there is actually themes to the movie. There is a story to be told, and it has themes, it has thematics. Stop being dumb, Twitch. Wait, Chelsea, is Twitch being stupid again? How's the stream quality, Chelsea? Hold on, wait. I need to check this out real quick. I need to make sure everything is good. Twitch, let me see. How are we doing? Are we okay? Everything seems fine on my end. Let me check OBS. OBS looks good. Everything looks fine, Chelsea, on my end. So it's probably something on your end, Chelsea. If I were you, Chelsea, basically if the stream's having problems on your end, then just refresh Twitch on your laptop, or refresh the Twitch app on your phone, wherever, or iPad, wherever you're watching this. So, because at least as far as I can tell, nothing's wrong on my end. So it's gotta be something on your end, Chelsea. Alright. But Anime Guy says it's either Twitch or my Wi-Fi because I'm expecting bad buffering even when I refresh the app. Huh. I guess maybe it's Twitch itself, or maybe it's the Wi-Fi, because as far as I can tell, on my end, everything seems fine. If OBS has problems, normally OBS will, I'll get like a big, Windows alert saying, bloom, OBS crashed. Ray, we don't talk about my cousin Timmy. I don't care what my dad says. Cousin Timmy, I'm smarter than cousin Timmy.
Yeah, but he's 9 and he already surgeon.
Well, he's Chinese, I'm Korean, so there's a difference. But as I was saying though, despite being a comedic story, there's themes to the story. There's thematics, and one of the big big themes of the movie is the idea of fate, the idea of destiny. So that means, Nick, you'll like it. That means the 3 virtues even ties into this movie.
It better. That's how I measure the quality of every movie I watch.
It's like, Nick, I got a great movie for you to watch, but does it have the 3 virtues? Maybe? I'm not interested.
Well, then maybe I'll watch it.
Like I said, Chelsea, everything seems fine on my end. So yeah, it's probably Twitch, or maybe it's the internet. Who knows? But yeah, Nick, though. But one of the 3 virtues is a big part of this movie: destiny, fate, or as Brad Pitt just calls it, bad luck. We're basically because Brad Pitt is the catalyst where everything bad happens to him, or everything bad happens around him, because he's just a bad luck charm. And basically, the whole point of the movie is his bad luck is actually, it could be viewed as bad luck just happening to everyone around him, or it could just be simply an act of fate, just taking its course. Who knows? But obviously, this movie doesn't go deep into that theme, because at the end of the day, it's just a fun action comedy movie. It's a thrill ride. That's for sure. This movie is a thrill ride. This is definitely a summer blockbuster movie right here, and I'd definitely say go check it out. They're at the end of the movie, one of the big climactic that big climactic set piece was holding out for a hero playing in the end. It does turn into this big CGI kind of action set piece, and you could say maybe this the CGI needs work and stuff, but honestly it's like it serves its purpose for what it's trying to be, because at the end of the day it's just this big fun thrill ride of a movie where it just constantly escalates. Oh, and also Thomas the Train Engine is part of this movie. I'm not gonna say how or why. All I know is, Nick, you better not be a diesel. Not, are you a diesel?
No changes. I am a Percy.
Ah. See, I would like to think myself as a Thomas, but everyone knows that's not true. So basically, go watch. Yeah, but as a spoiler-free, I guess, quote-unquote review. Yeah, go watch it. I highly recommend it. It's a fun thrill ride, and you know you're definitely gonna have a fun time. It's obviously not something you have to think deep about, but you're definitely gonna enjoy it. And I guess the only moral of the story is just don't be a diesel. Watch Thomas the Train Engine. Because okay, I don't remember the exact quote. This is just out of context, Nick. So it's not really a spoiler. It's just out of context, like out of context quote, paraphrasing, like basically Thomas the Train Engine. Thomas the Train Engine. What's the moral there? What's there to take away from it? Well, see, Thomas the Train Engine taught me to read people, and I learned how to read people through Thomas the Train Engine. Oh my God, there he goes again with Thomas the Train Engine. See, I think you're a Percy. But Diesel, fuck Diesel. Diesel's the worst. Don't ever want to be a Diesel.
So, with all this conversation about trains, I'm just here sitting thinking, man, when are we gonna get, when is Disney gonna make the next fucking Cars spin-off, called Trains? Because we got the planes and we got the automobiles part of that franchise. We still need that, train part.
Exactly. We need planes, trains, and automobiles, Disney. Pixar.
I will be furious if they have a bullet train and he doesn't sound like a stereotypical Asian.
All I know is if it's possible, if it's just absolutely possible, if you have the train part, can you please get characters, or can you get actors or characters, whatever, that sound like Steve Martin and John Candy? That would be amazing. I know you can't. Well, I mean, you technically could still get Steve Martin. John Candy, unfortunately, no. That's impossible now. But if you get someone to maybe sound like John Candy, and you put him in your Pixar Trains movie, then now we're cooking, Disney. Now we're cooking. You see, you've made up for all your past sins with having a John Candy sounding like guy in your Trains movie. And please tell me that he also looks like the devil in one scene.
Chance, I just saw something funny. What would the devil look like in the Cars universe? I'm just imagining. It's completely out of context, but for some reason he looks human and he's Asian.
Welcome, lightning, to Hero. Oh, who are you? I am Devuru. Welcome to Hero. Oh, what did I do? You died. But I didn't do anything wrong. No, but you didn't believe in God Jesus. Therefore, you go to Hero. It's like the end of it's like Smiling Friends, Nick. It's just, wait, so all that happened? Yep, that's right. Turns out Christianity was right all along. What's the best part is that the guy who said that line was Jewish. That's right. Christianity was right all along. But yeah, overall, yeah, go check this movie out, Bullet Train. You'll definitely have a fun time with it. All right. So, but we're not done talking about movies yet. So let's rewind our clocks real quick. Let's travel back in time. Let's travel back in time, back to the 50s. where it turns out that 50s movie got death from the Bill and Ted 2 movie to be in this.
Don't forget, James. They got the one of the stars from Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
That's right. How did the movie from the 50s happen to get these people? Not?
The Swede's got a time machine, Changus. You gotta steal it.
Ah.
Those neutral bastards.
Alright, but so Nod, so you want to talk about the Seventh Seal?
Yes, I want to talk about the Seventh Seal, a movie that we've all seen. Because I shown you it, of course. And well, just it like Seventh Seal. It kind of needs no introduction because it's one of the most important films of not only like Swedish cinema, but not only of world cinema, not only of art cinema. It's the most important films of all time. So it's like obviously, like with that prestige, there is no. I feel like there should be no. There should be no room for descriptions. But I guess we do live in the year of our Lord 2022, and like I wouldn't say it's impossible, but trying to find someone who is someone who's normal, let's say, who who's heard of this movie. Nick, I told Changus this when we talked about it during that night, and how did you came to know Ingmar Bergman, if any?
Really, Seventh Seal?
Oh, so just this movie? Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, we do live in a world where I probably back someone who Ingmar Bergman is, and if they're not really in the know, they'll probably tell me who. But that's just what we just that's just our modern times. So for those of you who are unfortunate enough to be born after 1993.
I didn't know I was unfortunate, not.
I'm sorry. I got the meme. Specifically the one of Cell. Said Gohan. Born after 1993 can't cook. All day.
Charge their phone. Twerk, be bisexual, and eat hot chip.
And
you guys, I'm actually very disappointed because I made one with Megatron saying that, and none of you even mentioned it.
I'm sorry. But I found the full meme though. It's just don't you know, Gohan? Any female born after 1993 can't cook. All they know is McDonald's. Charge their phone, twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie.
so for those of you who don't know, the Seventh Seal is historical fantasy fiction, which just means it takes place during the 14th century, but there are a lot of things in the film that hadn't happened in the 14th century. But it doesn't matter because the average person is not going to check up. So it takes place during the 14th century, specifically Sweden. I heard they had wonderful cookies. And the tale surrounds itself with a knight and his squire coming back from a little known event. You probably never heard of it, the Crusades.
Never heard of it.
No, it's the first time I've ever hearing such a thing. What is this Crusades, not?
I don't know, Chingus. I think it was a campaign meant to reclaim the Holy Lands from the Muslims.
Ah,
I wouldn't know.
did it turn out well?
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, a wild matchstick appeared.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
I thought you said you weren't gonna join us tonight.
You guys seem kind of lonely. It's just the three of you. And if you want me to have a topic, I just finished watching The Departed, and I can give you guys my knee-jerk reaction to that.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Man, that was a good movie, though.
We're talking about the Seventh Seal. You ever heard of that?
No.
Have you ever heard of the movie where a man plays chess with the devil? I mean, not the devil, death.
Death.
Yes.
That's the one.
The Knight?
Yeah, this is the one.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of it, yeah.
Well, we found a guy who was born after 1993.
Isn't it like some old German, German expression film?
It's Swedish expression.
Swedish expression. Hold on, I'm gonna.
Close enough.
You're close.
Oh, real quick, I'm gonna fit Matchstick's little PNG thing right here behind Nick, between me and Nick. There we go. Look at that. Nice and snug.
You almost got the European country right, Matchstick, but it is a Swedish film from the late 50s. In fact, the 17th film from director Ingmar Bergman.
Really, it's the 50s?
Yes.
Huh. I mean, it was in color, but I was like, the seal's older than the 50s, or at least really low budget from the screenshot I saw of the movie.
It is very low budget, which was just the standard of Swedish cinema at the time.
I mean, they don't have the budget of Hollywood.
Exactly. If you weren't Hollywood, or at the very least, like Great Britain, you're working with peanuts.
Yeah. I know. There is this one movie that I want to see called the Teutonics. It was made in Poland, and that looked like it had a pretty big budget. But I think that maybe it's the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, usually it's the exception because sometimes a financial company will come in and be like, yeah, I want to finance your film. And then you get that happening. It's really great, but unfortunately, this didn't have a financial company to give their money for the film. Yeah, like so two, like knight and esquire coming back from the Crusades, back to back to a Sweden that's suffering from the blackest of plagues.
Oh.
So Black Changus, it's practically midnight.
I see.
So Black Changus, it's practically in the projects.
It's somewhere in the projects, but still not close. But we're still not at Wesley Snipes levels.
Oh shit!
All right, so, but so a knight's coming back to Black Sweden.
It sounds like a superhero name.
Bleeding, if you will.
It sounds like a superhero name where it's essentially just Static Shock because all black people have electricity powers. But he's Swedish.
I am Black Sweden.
Hello, I am the Black Swedish.
I am the Black Swedish.
Dinger dinger dunga. It's just a Swedish chef in blackface.
Oh my god.
Hark, Death follows along. Death with his glorious cleft chin and wonderful pale skin. Comes to reap the soul of Ondius Block. The knight Ondius Block. I love that name. Like, what is your name? What is your name, Nighttime?
I am Block.
I am Block. What is? I don't know.
That sounds like a weird, either dumb superhero or supervillain.
You have foiled my plans for the last time, Spider-Man, for you are no match for the Block.
The Block. There's a Spider-Man villain made specifically for the electric company called the Wall.
That's right. I was literally about to mention him if you hadn't said that, not. As a dude dressed as a wall.
That's amazing.
So Death has come to reap the soul. Just come to reap their souls because it's a buffet down there. Like everyone's dying of the blackest of plagues. But the knight decided for his last resort to challenge challenge the Grim Reaper to a game of chess because he saw enough painting once. He's not, if I'm gonna die, at least I'm gonna die on my own terms.
Then Death slowly brings out his Art of the Boreal Valley starts playing, and Death brings out his Grandmaster trophy of chess playing.
See, I thought Death was gonna say, no, we can't play chess. I suck at it, but we can't play a game of Battleship.
You shrunk my battleship. Go.
Excellent.
Just, like what? But of course, Block realizes that this is a fruitless effort, but he just thinks that maybe if I keep the game long enough, I can. If I can, keep the game going long enough, it'll give me time to live and finally do something of worth with this pointless life of mine. Which he does. When a caravan of the worst people to ever live during that point in time. Actors.
Oh no.
How little things change.
Oh god. It's just a film actors guild all over again.
Alec Baldwin comes in. He's like, a Team America, Team Sweden. You can't outact me, boy.
I don't know, whoever was in charge of the Islamic Empire at the time is with a Kim Jong-il accent. You are useless to me, Eric Bergeron!
So the entire movie
which crusade was it?
I think it's if it's 14th century, I think it's maybe the first. Could be wrong.
The first crusade started in like the generation after William the Conqueror, and I think that's like the.
I could look it up.
I doubt that's the 14th century. It's 14th century.
I think it might be the Second Crusade.
Oh, okay.
Here, I can look.
So that'd probably be Saladin then.
So let's see, Seventh Seal, Crusade. And then Seventh Seal. Which Crusade? It just tells me it's just the Crusades.
Okay.
So I don't know. It's some crusade. Like dude. I don't know. It's just
okay. Yeah, it's saying it's also just saying crusade.
Which crusade?
Oh, whatever.
I don't know.
I think it may be like yeah, like it's probably based on one of the Crusades, but considering like the movie is largely anachronistic at points, it's not really like specific with it, you know, because
I don't really think it. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters.
It doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Like
none of this matters.
None of this matters. So because the movie is flagrantly, because the movie is largely anachronistic with the fact that it's the 14th century and we have like burnings already. We're burning those who.
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we're already burning those who turn people into newts. Why are you burning her? Well, she turned me into a newt. A newt?
You don't look like a newt. I got better.
Got better.
and I don't think I don't think flaggerism was a thing in Sweden. But compared to the rest of Europe. like the time that the movie is trying to aim for is a lot more of a it's a lot more leaning towards a fantasy layman's view of how those times usually are seen, as pretty crappy and pretty hopeless, which serves ultimately the point of the movie, which is the themes changes.
The themes.
The silence of God, which is obviously taken from the same Revelations verse that the seventh seal came from. When the Lamb opened the seventh seal, heaven was silent for but a half a moment. So it's just the entire movie concerns itself with this entire land that God has if forsaken is not the word, pretty much has
abandoned.
No, because forsaken means abandoned. Had
condemned?
Not condemned. Had turned a blind eye, maybe. And the entire film, the main character himself goes through this crisis of faith, as he laments the fact that he is going to die. And that he wants something, like just a sign or a miracle to happen to tell him not only is God there, but he is God. Not only is God there, but he is but he is that he has not abandoned him, essentially.
Okay.
And but you know who's there? You know who actually is there? Death, and maybe the devil. But that lady was probably crazy, so we don't know.
She burned anyways, so.
Okay, I'm back.
I mean, he has those actors. They're there with him. God has abandoned me. I'm left is with the Film Actors Guild.
God goes to Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin, you are useless to me.
You are useless to me, Eric Baldwin.
And so.
Oh, look. Continue.
So, death, probably the most. I think in my opinion, probably the most unfeeling portrayal ever of the more or less the character. Because death is more like a concept that we just personify. It's not really a character. As far as the Bible is concerned. So he just decides, you know what? I'm gonna take not only going to take you, I'm going to take your squire. I'm also going to take your wife. I'm also going to take that blacksmith.
I'm going to take your kids. I'm going to take your house. I'm going to take your dogs. I'm going to take your horse.
Please, okay, Dad,
I'm going to take your sword.
No, not my sword, Dad. Please, anything but that. And I'm going to take those actors. Okay, you can take the actors, but everything else, though.
And in hell, I'm gonna give you a room next to the actors.
No!
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's good. It's fine. Just.
Actually, can I just make one quick joke real quick? Just the knight dies. Is this heaven or hell? No, worse, Hollywood.
Well, you did. Well, it's hell. You know what I love about LA Noire? There was a mission where you go into Hollywood and you go into one of the sets and they have this room where they can spy on a naked woman.
Jeez.
It's worse. It's worse than how I'm describing it.
Oh, okay.
I just love that because they're just showing the truth about how Hollywood is fucked. Sorry.
So the film originally was based on a play that Ingmar Bergman wrote called Wood Painting, which I think did a few tours before he decided to make it into a fully fledged movie. And largely the film was his way to contemplate his fear of death. Which like the film is obviously a barrel of laughs, guys, and you watched it with me.
Oh.
So you know how well he translated his fear to the big screen. And also kind of touches upon like some scholars also believe it also touches upon like the uneasy relationship Bergman had with his I can't remember what was it like I think his father being his father being a minister. His father had plenty of time for his work, but not enough for him. So that just influenced his how he grew up. And it also doesn't help that for some of his childhood, he was also helping the gardener of his church tend to the dead bodies.
Ooh. Oh. So you got a brush of death at an early age.
Yes.
Ooh. That sucks.
So the film can also be taken as his initial Bergman's initial what was the term? What's the term? Questioning of his faith. Because he would often joke that he, that what do you call it? That he is beyond it, but during that time he also wrote a lot of his he wrote a lot of his scripts with the initials SDG, which is of course what Bach did to God alone the glory. So it kind of captures that part of his life where he just felt his faith being challenged. And all the frightening implications that come with it. Of course, this film is one of the most not only referenced, but it's also the most cited and parodied of all-time film, and particularly the most well-known of his catalog. Because it is the film that not only stratapult his career, but also just Swedish cinema in general, and created the notion of the world, just the world cinema stage. It's just look, other countries other than the United States and dirty, filthy Hollywood can make movies. How about that?
Whoa.
Of course, the cast itself largely has gone on in history because of this film. You have such such as the man who turned 70 before he was actually 70, Max von Sydow. And B.B. Anderson as the wife to the juggler, who famously being one of not only being a reoccurring actor in a lot of Bergman's movies, she was also his mistress.
I see.
A practice that he done several times because famously he said that he was a man who lived many lives.
Huh.
Oh, you.
Interesting.
So it's like the film is shot by the first of his two cinematographers, Gunnar Fisher. Okay. Like Gunnar. Gunnar. Even though I like Sven Nysvik more, Gunnar Fisher has that quality to him that just captures the raw richness of a lot of Bergman's movies, like the just like the opening shot. That's dark. That stark nothing when you're on the island, and there's just the clouds overhead and like pigeons floating above the air, and the stark nothingness of the ocean. It's something that he knows how to. Something that he knew how to capture really well. And of course, if one of the film's most important shots of what do you call it? Block and his companions doing the death dance, which was actually funny because it's one of the most important and value shots in all of cinema. Included none of the actors that were in the film.
Okay.
Because by the time they stopped filming, everyone was just like, okay, their job was done. Like, it was time to go on to a new project. But Bergman was like, but I want, at the last second, he was like, but I want to add this last scene. I think it would be pretty cool. I want it. So he just grabbed anyone who was around, like the lighting guy, the makeup woman, the caterers, and just decided we're gonna daisy chain you together, and we're just gonna make this really cool shot. All right, and they don't know what the hell's happening because they don't know what was going on in the film.
What do we do again? Just daisy chain dance. Just hop around. Be happy.
So the Seventh Seal, it's a movie that that can be confidently called an all-time classic. Just like, if you haven't seen it already, like what are you waiting for? I say you should.
I mean, you could. I mean, there's a clear way to tell people to watch this movie. You could just lead with, guys, they got Death from Bill and Ted 2 in it. He even plays a game similar to Battleship, but not really. It's called chess.
It's also got the. But remember, Chang, it's also got this one of the stars of Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but
Max.
yeah, but people don't really have a good taste for Star Wars movies anymore, so it's better to lead with Death from Bill and Ted too.
I will just say, like, it's a sad thought to just think, like, oh, like, potentially Max von Sydow will just be remembered as the old man from Force Awakens by a newer generation. Not for Ingmar Bergman, not for The Exorcist, just that guy who talked to the roly-poly ball.
The roly-poly ball. See, I hope at the very least people born after 1993 remember him from The Exorcist. He gets to the man who aged like several decades before he reached that age. I always loved that fact about The Exorcist. He's just playing like several years older than he actually is, and then now he's probably what, older than how old his character was in The Exorcist. How old is Max? How old is he anyways nowadays? Max von Sydow.
He passed away.
Oh shit!
Oh,
I didn't know that.
His last role was Force Awakens. So.
Oh.
Not a good movie to end off his career with.
Damn.
God rest his soul. Then anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Damn. When did it happen?
It happened. It happened 2 years ago.
2 years ago? Damn. Damn, that sucks. Oh. Well,
what are you gonna do? Like, he lived to the right age of 90. So.
Oh, 90. I say that was a good life then. 90. Yeah, that's a pretty good number there. All right. So, yeah. I don't want to be a bummer for the rest of the night, but yeah.
Well, we got Prey. There's only so much of a not being a bummer we can do.
Well,
I do want, I guess, not to end it off with a bummer. He was he was the male kind in the 1984 Dune movie.
Oh.
Oh, that guy. Yeah, I know.
I'll say that's not how you spell Swedish.
What? Where does she say that?
Oh yeah, I watched The Departed.
Oh yeah.
That was a great movie.
We could make that a 2 cents topic for next week. Oh, all right.
I mean, it was a great movie, but it's like not one of the ones that I'd really go in depth in.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Well. All right. Let's not delay it any longer. All right. So let's end the night off. So
Right. So Prey.
Prey.
You and not watch this with me, Changus.
Yes.
You and you guys remember my reaction.
Yes.
I wasn't there. I didn't see Prey. I was smart.
So
you guys saw.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of had a very
Yeah.
Emotional reaction to this movie.
Which I will say I think it's because since you're more into the Predator than I am.
So yeah.
Cause
hold on. I'm going on. I'm doing something with this. So you guys know how. You guys remember how visceral and emotional I got with it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shock you guys by saying I recommend this movie.
Really? Really? Explain.
Okay, so after that initial viewing that I admit I was not happy with, I kept thinking, mostly because I saw articles going, this is a Predator's first masterpiece, which is no, the original is perfect.
You can't be the original.
The original is a fucking phenomenal film.
It's a perfect movie.
Let me just say this. There are very few movies that I watch over again in a very short period of time. Predator is one of them. I fucking loved Predator.
Predator. Fan-fucking-tastic. I love that movie.
Come on. What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do it! Do it! Kill me now!
I'm sorry, but a film made by John McTiernan, that's not ever gonna get peaked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. So I saw articles saying this is great and this is amazing and I'm like, am I the only one going insane? Am I the only one who actually sees what this movie is and how it's I thought is everyone going insane? Am I just the asshole?
So
it turns out I am the asshole.
Okay. So what happened?
So I was like, oh, this is awful. I can't believe I got this happening. And then I saw some people I follow, people who I'd expect to be in the same mindset I would be in about movies like Prey, and giving it with positive reviews. Characters people you really would not expect to like this movie. So I'm like, okay, so where are they seeing that I'm not? So, first of all, this is actually so something about this movie I think I really should have appreciated when we were watching it. It does not feel like a modern movie. Well, except for one thing, but the scenery and how scenes are presented, it's not something you'd see today. It feels more indie than mainstream.
Okay.
Everyone's not making jokes 24/7. It's a reference. I imagine someone in the 1700s making a reference to something. Hey, remember that? Hey, remember that happened 10 months ago? Oh.
Where's our next Predator movie that's set in the 1600s but with Family Guy cutaway gags?
This is a beautifully shot movie.
It is.
Also, I'd say it was also well acted.
Yeah.
Really, I was like, the more I'm talking about it, I'm more like, man, okay, I can see what's going on.
Okay.
I still had one problem though. one major problem, and that was how the Predator was portrayed.
Yeah.
Is it the CGI face?
Actually, let me get into that really quick. Apparently, they used practical effects at one point.
Yeah, there was
thought CG was better. No,
Magic. They pulled the Thing 2011.
I see the guy from the Thing 2011 still kept his job.
Yeah, so they just pulled a Thing 2011 for this movie.
I've never seen the Thing 2011.
A long story short, basically the same thing happened where they had like a practical set for like when filming, but then in post production they just went, nah, fuck that, just make a CGI.
Nah, it makes it look like an older movie.
Yeah, we need that.
Oh man, these practical effects look awful. They're not done yet.
I mean, okay. Still like the face, but like the overall costume, like it does actually look better practically, like based on the video I saw.
Yeah.
So
I should also probably go into some complaints. Again, the CG just not really not. Okay, something that really does bug me is how the Predator's cloaking works. For one thing, for some reason, water doesn't affect it somehow.
Yeah, that's a big thing that's been, and like the thing is like people will say like, well, it's a different Predator, it's different technology since it's back then. It's like so technology regressed.
Yeah, so technology got worse.
So we can't stay cloaked in water when we go when we go forward in time.
Also, the Predator is near invisible, which I am not a fan of. I always like the fact that there's this shimmer effect that like if you look, like if you're looking at it like closely, if you're close to it, obviously you can tell something's there. Mm-hmm. But if you're it's far away, it really doesn't. Like I like the shimmering effect the Predator has when it's cloaked. I'm also not a fan that whenever the Predator gets attacked, that the part of him that's attacked decloaks.
And I don't know how the cloaking works in Halo. We're talking about Prey.
All right, you know the cloaking in Predator?
Yeah.
That's the cloaking in Halo.
Okay.
Every time I look at the Predator and Prey, the thing that comes into my head is just the Halo thing.
Is Halo what?
He's like an elite.
Mashtik, the new Predator Unmasked not says it looks like an elite from Halo.
I believe him. You mind if I have this? You know what? I'm gonna go to sleep in a bit. You guys mind if I have this little mini rant?
Okay,
go ahead.
Sure, go ahead.
It is topical.
All right.
After watching the first movie, Predator, fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. Ended up watching it again a little bit later, sometime in a month or two. Great. Haven't seen a Predator movie since then, until just last week or the week before, where we watched a movie marathon with Predator 2. Predator 2, it had Gary Busey, and that was amazing. The whole movie was pretty good, and I was like, you know what? It is one of those franchises where I'm like, the first movie is just so good. I'm never just gonna get anything out of this that's gonna be as good as the first movie. So I'm just okay with not seeing anything else of this franchise. I can just see the first movie and nothing else, and I am fine with that.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm just not really interested in seeing anything else outside of the first movie. I don't really feel that. I think there's kind of a new experience for me because I never really. I can't think of anything else like that out the top of my head. But Predator just had such a good first movie that anything else is just kind of redundant a little bit. You made perfection. Now anything else is going to be downhill from here. I mean, it still might be a very high hill, but it's still going to be downhill.
I like Predators.
Is it as good as Predator 1?
No.
Well, nothing's gonna be as good as Predator 1. However, it is close to Predator 2.
Yeah, and Predator 2 is pretty good, but I'm like, I don't know. Why would I watch this is one of the few franchises where I'm like, you know, I don't really care for watching pretty good. I could watch Predator again.
I guess, but I like the Predator franchise in general. Mostly because just like when you go more into it, at least for me, the more I go into this franchise, the more I find, man, the Yaoja is really fucking fascinating. I want to learn more about it. Like a lot of stuff about the Predator, the alien itself, like its race, like it becomes really interesting to me. It's like
for me, I kind of like the mystery. I don't feel like I need to know more about them. After the first movie, you kind of get their gist, and like, you know, if I kind of learn anything more about them, I feel like new writers are going to come in and going to fuck it up really badly.
Maybe, I don't know. But at the same time, like there's something interesting I find about the Predator alien itself, like how like it's like there's like a whole culture behind this alien species that just really fascinates me.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing they could get me to get out of I've seen Predator 2. I'm good. I don't really need to watch it anymore. The only thing that would get me out of this just being fine with watching Predator 1 slump is if they make a actually really great Alien vs Predator movie. Because I'd watch that. You know, get the Colonial Marines in there. That'd be a very fun movie. But Alien vs Predator is just supposed to be alright, so I'm just gonna stick with Predator 1 from now on.
Alien vs Predator is fun. It's not. That doesn't mean it's good, but it's a fun movie. That's what I think. It's a fun movie. It's no way, like, gonna be, like a masterpiece or, as good as the first Predator or, Alien or Aliens. It's just
Predator 1 is also really fun and probably more fun than Alien vs Predator.
No, I can see that. But it's just I don't know.
For some reason, it's just this franchise. Like, you get Batman, like Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights looks really fun. Doesn't look like it's going to be a good movie. Like, it doesn't look like it's going to be great. And it's just going to be pretty fun. But for Predator, I'm like, yeah, but why watch pretty fun? What can I get? But I can watch Predator 1 again. And it's weird. You get.
I don't know. I'm still always down for more Predator stuff.
Yeah, but sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine.
I love Predator. Every time we get to talk about it. Hey, going back to the different movie. So I wasn't a fan of like its behavior, the cloaking, both how it works and due to technical aspects of like the film itself. And I was especially not a fan of its face.
So
wart.
So Nick, so I'm gonna try to be kind of a devil's advocate. Basically, this is what Ninjato told me when I was telling him about.
Let me.
All right.
Do some things.
Okay.
My dislike towards the face is still there, but the directors confirmed that this is some sort of new breed of predator, like some sort of
offshoot race,
something
maybe it's like a you got your Asian predator, and you got your black predator, you got your Mexican predator, and like that, Nick.
Yeah, something like that. Like this is a predator that is more attuned for like a desert region.
Huh.
It has a
so we got some Arabic predators in here. Gonna do the double A and blow himself up.
And apparently, like, there's like a lot of bones. Bones are like really important in the feral predator's culture. That's why he's got like the bone mask.
Maybe. Okay.
It's like the explanation kind of made me go, you know what? Okay. But we better go back to going back to the original face in the next movie, please.
Unless, I don't know. So now that you put me in this spot, Nick, where a part of me is like, I would like a more classic look for a predator again. But at the same time, now I'm kind of interested, because like you brought up like, oh, here's a completely new subspecies of predator. Well, shit, now I want to see more of this now.
Why don't we have snow predators?
At the very least, I want to see more of this version of predator. Like expand upon it a bit. Like why does it look this way? Let me actually see. Like how it.
I think this would make maybe not for another movie, but maybe for like a video game that would work really well.
Or maybe like a comic or something.
Like, okay, so apparently, the home planet of the predators has two regions: a jungle region and a desert region.
Okay.
I would have to assume the jungle is much more vast than the desert. Explain like why we've seen more jungle predators than desert.
So,
also those four desert predators, like living in a hot as shit climate, and having their thermal goggles just be a whole blinding red screen.
So, when see now again, like, because like one of the big appeals to me about Predator is just the Predator itself, like its whole like species, its culture. So like if your justification is this is like a new kind of version of Predator.
So there's something some Decker's Shadow brought up that while definitely not confirmed, I think they should do it and have the feral predator be tied into the super predators from Predator. Because it does kind of act more like the super predators.
I guess a little bit.
And it would be a good way to tie it in.
Maybe. Oh, but now it's like, because again, like now it's like, so it's like a subspecies, like it's like maybe, so like now all of a sudden just bring up like, so I guess there's like a completely like different culture going on here. There's like a new like what's the cultural difference between like this desert part of the planet and the jungle part?
You know that kind of opens up a new avenue. Why not have not just two biomes, but maybe we get a snow biome predators and some like mountain biome predators.
Nick,
See, that's the thing. I'm not a fan of the idea of constantly introducing new breeds.
Yeah.
Because I think once you bring in like the more you add, the less it kind of feels.
Maybe not like breeds, but maybe like flavors of culture, where one kind of they kind of have a different like they got the you know they're like American, but instead of the New England American, they're more like the Southern American.
Well, there are clans. So, like, maybe you'll have a movie exploring, like, clan rivalries or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where are my redneck
Predator
predators?
War movie. Predator War.
Where's my redneck predators?
You were saying?
I was gonna say like this is giving me some very strange like Shadow War vibes. It's like this guy is part of this tribe.
Okay. Wait. Sorry, continue.
He's part of this tribe. This tribe values machinery and builds like war weapons for the Dark Lord and all that stuff. So is there just gonna be like this whole big thing where Dutch is just going to kill war chiefs, and then he mind controls some predators to be on his side?
All right, hey Nick, how about this Predator movie idea? 2 clans going at it, and then humans get caught in the middle.
That is, I mean, yeah. Hell.
It was kind of hinted in Predators.
Yeah, pretty much. Hell, what you can do is essentially, it's a game for the Predators to see who could rack up the most kills.
Start butting heads and start killing each other off at the end, only for the humans to come in and kill and wipe them all out.
Except maybe the good clan or something. I don't know.
Good clan teams up with the humans.
I mean, like actually said, like expanded material. There is.
I'm gonna shut everyone up now because we're not talking about the fucking movie I want to talk about anymore.
Okay.
I admit. I'm kind of tired, so I'm way more irritable.
Okay.
So the director did say some things like, "This is just like a new breed of predator," which, fine. Can we? I would just like to go back to like the breed we know again once we get into the future, and then he also confirmed. That we don't want to explore the origins of the predator. This is just this specific predator's first time on Earth. So, okay. Fine. Perfect. Just opens up way more opportunities and decades for predators to show up. Because I'm still waiting for Samurai Predator.
Alright.
That's another thing I want to mention. This is something I've even during my skepticism of this movie, they had one great idea that we have been asking for years, and that is predators in different eras of time.
Mm-hmm.
That is just we've been waiting for it since the second movie, and we're now finally getting it. And that's
I know they had that one comic about the Greyback teaming up with the pirate.
Yes, and that was awesome. Unfortunately, it's now no longer canon because of this movie. So admittedly, I'm not a fan that they decanonized it, but you know, that's just like a personal thing. What also bothers me, so something I also want to mention is like everyone's also I noticed in the server like the one good thing about Prey was the dog. Honestly, not a fan of the dog. Here's why.
Okay.
A dog is like the cheapest way you can get someone to sympathize with a character. I like dogs as well, love them, but like seriously, yeah, you want to make a character seem way more likable, have them have a dog. It's like the cheapest way to get someone to sympathize with someone.
Okay.
Dogs in movies tend to be crutches. And I got so also I have nothing against the actress, but wasn't a fan of Naru, the main character. So like a lot of people were fearing that that this movie would be woke. It's not necessarily it has wokeisms, but I wouldn't say it's 100% woke.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
I think mostly the woke, like all this stuff like about it's woke and stuff was mostly just how the movie was advertised. I think
maybe, but there's also
it's kind of there, but it's not really like to the point where it's like, oh, that means this whole movie's bad.
Yeah. You also have to make the line between dumb normie and malicious SJW.
Yeah.
Because they will put woke stuff in there, but they're gonna do it in two completely different ways. One's just stupid, the other is malicious.
Yeah, okay, and so my problem with her is that she is a selfish character. Like her main goal is I want to be a hunter, and because they all think I can't be because I'm a woman. But here's the thing. I will say this. She's not, like, at the very least, she's not presented as overpowered because she sucks as a hunter initially.
Yeah.
One cool thing I think I noticed, maybe unintentionally, you be the what do you call it? I think just her skills are fine. It's just
lack of experience.
Yeah, her lack of experience. Particularly the fact that every time she tries to hunt down a predator, as in a natural predator, she always falters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big thing in the movie.
Like the bear, she felt the
mountain lion.
Mountain lion, she faltered with.
Yeah. And so yeah, give props. You made your character not like invincible or overpowered. So obviously there's props there. So I wouldn't say. But my problem comes with the fact that she doesn't really change all that much, because her goal is to basically, I'm gonna hunt a predator, so that way I will be seen as a real hunter by my tribe. And at the end, between like at the fight with her and the predator, that's still her goal. And another positive I want to mention is Tabe, her brother, because I as a character, I think he might be my favorite in that movie. Mostly because, I could make a joke and just say, man.
Okay.
But I think it's because first of all, he calls her out, but also at the same time, he's not like. He is trying to actually help her, though. And when he dies, it's actually a legitimately sad scene. And but like when she's gonna win the fight, she isn't fighting to like get revenge on her brother or something like that, or like this thing is going to kill us all if I don't do anything. It's I'm gonna kill it so I can prove it to myself, so I can prove it to everyone that I'm a hunter. And that does bother me because she technically really doesn't change throughout the story. So I had a point, but while I was speaking, but I was gonna mention it after I said this. Another thing that I'd say it was about her character. I just don't remember what I was gonna say about it. Because we already said like she is presented as inexperienced and stuff like that. But this is gonna bug me if I don't remember what it is. As I did say, I was tired. Oh yeah, the Predator. I thought it was clever that the Predator didn't see her as like a worthy prey. Because it's like, you're showing yourself to be, the weakest of the weakest link. Why do I want you? So it would make sense. She would use that to her advantage, and that's clever. But that's pretty much my problems with the main character is that she's kind of selfish, and she doesn't really change all that much from that selfishness. So back to that fight with the Predator. First of all, obviously, like the main thing you should do with a Predator is try and outsmart it. Because even Arnie can't fight it. Also, I gotta remember she was struggling throughout throughout most of the movie. And then she fought a bunch of white guys, and was like a master for some assembly knew kung fu for some reason.
I just saw that as well. I just saw that as well.
That's movie.
The French, they're just clumsy.
Maybe. I also a lot of the things in this movie could be happen. This movie happens because because movie, she does trick the Predator at points. Problem is she's also fighting it, and she does get punched and knocked by it. Something that killed a bear with a punch. If I would like to remind everyone about that.
You see, the reason why the French lost was because they were French. Enough said.
Yeah. Also, something about another wokeism I'd say is pretty much the villains are the white guys. Like they're even presented as more evil than the fucking Predator.
I don't know really if I would chalk it up to wokeism. I didn't really see that as this is them saying the white people are worse than the Predator. I just saw it as just asshole French people.
But I think really the movie tries to make this distinction there are two evils that exist in the universe. The natural evil of the Predator who simply hunts and takes trophy, and just the well-known evil of the Europeans. They come in here to take our land, they take our bison,
Yeah, not a fan of the Europeans. but like, okay, something actually really cool I want to mention is when she gets the predator, like when she summons the predator in the final fight with like the bait. She's talking to the French guy, but then she whistles. That's actually taboo for that's actually a taboo thing, because while you're whistling in the dark, you're essentially summoning evil spirits. She's essentially summoning an evil spirit,
which is the predator.
Exactly.
It's getting late. I gotta head out.
All right, see you, man.
You guys have a good night.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually kind of clever.
Yeah. There are clever things in this movie.
Hold on, real quick. Just real quick to address this in the chat. Anime guys, he says French shouldn't even be there during the time period, and so shouldn't the predator.
Yeah.
Anime guy, if you're here complaining about what
historical, if you're gonna be complaining about historical accuracy, you should not watch this movie at all, because the main character is a female Comanche hunter.
And she's fighting a extraterrestrial being, which we have no records of that ever happening in real life.
Let alone the female Comanche.
If the movie was trying to be historically accurate, then this movie would have gone on a much different way a long time ago. So, I know Anime Guy, we did watch it together. I hosted it. I'm just saying, like, if it's like a criticism, a nitpick, or whatever about how French trappers shouldn't be in like, I don't know, is this America where it takes place?
It is.
In America during that time, then I don't know what to say. I don't think that's really a valid criticism, because a French shouldn't be there. You know what else shouldn't be there? An alien.
An alien, yeah.
So there's that. Like, I have to say this, Nick. You did touch upon it. You kind of, but I really do feel like, though, at least to me, the quote unquote wokeism is just it to me. It's rare. It's not big. To me, it was real. At least to me, it was really just there because of advertisement. They used it as that as an advertisement to get people to go watch this movie. Like it's a movie about a female Comanche in a very patriarchal society rising up against the norms. Like, that's like one that. I believe that was, they used that, they heavily emphasized that in the advertisements to, get people's interest. You get the people that go like, oh yes, finally, movie fighting against the norms. And then you also get the attention of those like, what is this? This is woke. Either way, you get their attention, and now you got customers.
Also, I should should say, like, to the argument of, shouldn't they like what do you call it? Shouldn't they sell the fact that it is a Predator movie? We are 3 years removed from the movie that joked about human fucking an alien.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was actually gonna bring that up. This movie, 1,000 times better than the movie that came before.
You could have all your complaints about Prey, but at the end of the day,
it's gonna be better than the last movie, and I'm gonna leave it at that, because I will make it, and because I will fucking rant about that movie, and we will be here forever. Moving on.
All right, moving on.
So something I think is also a big problem with this movie is a lack of tension. So something for pretty much the entire body count except one, I did not give a shit about anyone in this movie. The only person whose death really mattered was Tabe's. And the problem with like a movie like this is like why should I care about the predator hunting people when really you don't care about the people he's hunting? Like the cast of Predator, like the original, like you liked all those characters, so you were terrified about what's going to happen to them and who's going to be next.
Come on, Blaine was a sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Bunch
of slack jaw cigarettes. This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus, just like me.
And yeah, but like even Predator 2, you had Gary Busey, the lady cop, Bill Paxton. There was a couple in there that you cared about and wanted to see make sure get out alive.
It had Danny Glover.
Yeah, but he's the main character, so you know he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, but I'm saying like when we're talking about like characters you care about, it's exactly. Danny Glover, it's Murtaugh.
Not aliens, but predators. Like every character was so unique and had a different personality, and that it was again there was a tension there. Mm-hmm. Like, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna be next? Skipping the next movie because fuck that movie. And Prey, you don't care about them. Like you don't care. Like, other than Tabe and Naru, what were the names of the what were the names of some of the Comanche people in that tribe?
I guess there was her mom.
Exactly. Pretty much, but like, what was her name?
Mom.
Exactly. You don't give a shit. Like what you like when there was like a scene where the Predator was killing all those Comanche hunters.
Well, can I say this? You don't. I don't know what I was supposed to feel in that scene. Am I supposed to feel bad that they're being hunted off, or should I feel happy because like the scene immediately before they're all killed off, they were literally beating the shit out of Naru.
Exactly.
So like, am I supposed to feel catharsis, or am I supposed to feel like, oh no, get the hell out of there, guys?
So yeah, like I'm not feeling like there's none of this overall sense of dread that the presence of the Predator brings. I'd say even like in the fight where the Predator's killing all the Frenchmen, where even if you, I will say, you don't feel tension because like you don't care about them. I will say that's a fucking awesome scene though. Like when the Predator grabbed that, I was like during the initial viewing, I was like having like a pretty like a Mr. Plinkett kind of face, where like, oh, okay. But when like the Predator used the bear trap and like threw it at me and clawed in his like a fucking chain whip and like killed the guy by pulling in by launching at his face. I was like, okay, yeah, that was actually pretty fucking cool.
I want to mention that I actually really like a lot of the Predator's low-tech weapons.
Yeah, which I think is interesting. I will say, I hope the low-tech is specific for this Predator, because it would contradict some things.
I think, I don't know if the director said or not, but like I think from what I understand, it was just low tech for this movie since it's an older time period.
Here's the thing though, if the Predator is canon, I'm pretty sure it still is, unfortunately.
So I guess
that means the Alien versus Predator movies are canon because you do see like the weapon that Lex had with the xenomorph tail. And those movies stated that they've been here since the Aztec times, and even had plasma weapons.
So, okay, so take this with a grain of salt. I don't remember where I heard this, but basically, the director. I don't know if it's much of a justification, but basically, the director said that when making this movie, he did not look at anything else before this movie. When making this movie, like he didn't read the comics. He didn't really watch any of the movies before. He's just basically given like.
Did he even hold on? Did he at least watch the first movie?
I have no idea.
Well, what the fuck?
I have no idea.
I like probably he did watch the first movie, but honestly, like I would say that was more or less a good thing to do because you don't want to cloud the entire movie based on what your predecessor did.
Well, yeah, I know that, but here's the thing. What I'm saying is, since the Predator's been there since the Aztec times, and they have used plasma tech. That implies that that plasma casters are a thing instead of like the spear gun the feral predator has. And you could argue because the feral predator by the director's comments is a specific kind of predator with a lot more primal influences like bone armor and stuff like that. You could argue it automatically he refuses to use a plasma caster.
We don't really know though.
That's just what I'm saying.
Because he does say that he wanted to get back to the roots of the franchise. So yeah, like there's a.
You're not exactly going back to the roots when you're just creating a new kind of predator, though. So
no, but not really creating like not.
I think he meant like spiritual roots.
Yeah, like
even then, no, because this is a different kind of movie.
I think it's just like comes down to the whole man against a more powerful being.
But even then, there's several movies like that. Predator is a specific type of feel. But like, so going back to what I was saying earlier, there are some really cool scenes, like the Predator just fucking like using a fucking bear trap as a chain, like a chain whip. So it makes you wonder how the hell did he get killed by the girl? And so obviously it would make sense. She got him into a trap, because that's pretty much the only way you can kill a predator, unless you're Danny Glover or Adrian Brody.
I mean, technically, Adrian Brody Predators, he did also technically lay a trap.
Yeah, but like, he fucking chopped the berserker's head off.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, though, it was mostly because he got caught in trap. Like
Can we stop with the tangents every 10 seconds, please?
I'm okay.
Okay. Okay, so where was I? The final fight. But like, other than like that, like trap, like she's fucking like beating him brutally, and the only way I could see it make sense is that gunshot he took at the back of the head at the start of it. Which, you know, okay, good. At least there's maybe somewhat of an explanation of why he's become so fucking stupid. Because he chops his own arm off.
Yeah.
So, it sounds like I'm complaining a lot about this movie. And really, the thing is, the thing with this movie is that my complaints are these are really like small stuff, but like bundled together really downgrade this movie. And really some small fixes could go a long way to making this a really great movie. But at the end of the day, this is just an alright movie. It's beautifully shot. Some of the action sequences are pretty nice. It's well acted. And I complain about Naru, but like, she's not intolerable. Like, I'm not annoyed by her presence. I just think her character has a lot of flaws that aren't addressed to, like, you know, narratively to be like.
OBS, come on. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, we're still good now.
Alright. So after thinking back on it, I was initially harsh on this movie when I was first saw it. So I do recommend it. That said, and you know what? Maybe it should have deserved. Actually, one of the things, I think one of the reasons why it was released on Hulu instead of theaters is because it's so unlike a modern movie. Because it looks and feels more like an indie movie. Like there's not a lot of like MCU-isms that every movie does nowadays. That, you know, the last movie did, and that was awful. So, I think that's why they released it on Hulu. I would like to see it get a theatrical release. I don't know if I myself will see it, because I do recommend it. But like, whether you're gonna see it again or multiple times again, that's gonna be on you. I might watch it once in a while. Here's the thing. I will watch this way more than I will The Predator. And you know something? The Predator is a movie that's so terrible that the next movie just being all right is a good sign for this franchise. I would just have some things to say. The next movie should not be a continuation of this story.
From what they're saying, is it looks like it's not. Like this is something that's.
If it's a one-off, perfect.
It's its own self-contained story.
See, that's what's good about the Predator movies. Is that there's essentially it's an anthology series. Like every movie is just a new set of characters dealing with this threat.
Because I think what they wanted to do more than I think what they wanted to do is they want to make another Predator movie set in another time another era, and even make a
I was still on a train. I wish, guys, I'm blaming this on how tired I am, but I am extremely irritable right now.
All right. I understand.
Okay. Basically, this should be its own movie. Second, just because they should also. I'm not saying the next movie should be set farther in the past, but what I'm saying is don't just because it shows like this one Predator's first time on Earth. I hope filmmakers don't go, oh, this is the first time a Predator's been on Earth, so that way we'll have more freedom of like seeing, like Predators in Viking ages, Predators in Japan and feudal Japan and all that. I would say just this is something I would just do personally. Bring back plasma tech, just because I plasma caster is just awesome. And I would say also tie the feral predator to the super predators, because like you already established the super predators being somewhat of a different breed. It would make sense. It can actually explain a lot more about the super predators. Because like the Berserker also had bone, like a jaw on its biomask. Bones are part of the culture, so like, hey, why not? And have it be released in theaters. The next movie be released in theaters, please. And this is just also another personal thing I would like to see for the future. Somehow decanonize the Predator, and I will be happy. I will be immensely happy if we can remove that from canon. Even if we have to sacrifice Alien versus Predator movies. Also, another personal thing, maybe add like a xenomorph in there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The skull's in Predator 2. So, like, I would like to see those things in future movies. I would also like us to not bring in more Predator breeds. I would rather, if you're gonna bring in this new Predator breed, I would say just explore that for a bit instead of bringing a new one in. That two is enough. Let's not, because if the next movie's gonna be another Predator breed, that's when I'm gonna start getting mad. Because now it's just like, oh, what makes this version of the Predator different? Because what actually bothers me?
What?
Ever since Predators, they've been introducing like new types of Predator, like Super Predator, Ultimate Predator, Feral Predator. Can we just have another Predator that's just of like the original? Like, I'm not saying like have it look like the original, but like have it wear different armor. Maybe its personality is different. Hell, have it be female if you want to try something new. But like, don't have it be like a new breed or augmentation of it. Because that's just something movies do that I really don't like.
It's the constant chasing of we need a bigger monster.
Exactly, and I'm not a fan of that. But Predator 2 Turbo. This movie actually, Prey actually kind of has a bit in common with Predator 2, if you think about it. Like, how the Predator acts is kind of like the city hunter. Naru is kind of reminds me a bit like Harrigan a bit.
A little bit.
Especially like how she kind of, while it's not her main drive because it's still to be a hunter, she is also at the same time getting revenge for Tabe. It's kind of like how Harrigan's getting revenge for his partner who was killed. I do feel bad because I've said I do have more of a positive outlook on this movie now, but I've mostly said criticisms of this movie. But check it out. It's not terrible, and you know what? That's a good starting place. We just need to have the next movie be better than that. And the next movie better than that. And if we can get a movie that's on the level of Predator 2, at least on the level of Predator 2, I'll be satisfied. Because let's be honest, nothing's beating that first movie. That's perfect.
Okay. Is that, if I may, oh no, go
ahead. Go ahead.
Just since, I didn't want to interrupt your train, just real quick to go back to the whole plasma thing, so, this is just from the director himself.
I'm listening.
So Dan Trachtenberg confirmed to Empire that he excluded the plasma caster from the Feral Predators list of equipment, finding such tech being, quote, an instant win button. He nonetheless reassured the fight against the Yaoja would be as exciting as possible without stripping of its advantages, and has a couple new equipment for the audience to see.
He's not outright saying that the plasma caster doesn't exist. It's just not part of this one's equipment. Here's the thing, though. I'm okay with that. Here's the thing. You want to know who also thinks that the plasma caster is an instant win button?
The Predator.
Predators, yeah. They try to use it not as much. They try to use it as few times as possible.
All right, and I guess the only other thing he said was that basically they made that dart gun as pretty much what they described as a precursor to the plasma caster. Which, again, that, yeah.
Who knows?
That's just what he said. Again, because based on what I know, he didn't really... He didn't really
confirm it doesn't exist yet. And
also, again, is because mostly he didn't really look too much into stuff that came out before when making this movie.
I felt like he should have done Predator 2 at least. Because that is like it does so much for the lore of Predator.
He actually, so when someone brought up why he changed the story with the gun in Predator 2, he straight up said he didn't know about the original story.
Exactly.
That's really it. They asked him why he changed it. He said, "I didn't even know there was an original story for it." He didn't know about the whole, the pirate stuff.
Yeah, I know. Obviously.
That's really it. So.
I mean, I could have told you that, and I didn't. That's kind of like the main reason anyone would change anything.
I know, but at the end of the day, I feel like really just a lot of. I just wanted to say, without interrupting you, I guess basically that a lot of the changes really just comes down to Dan Trachtenberg wanted to be sort of different compared to, different from all the other previous stuff. So he didn't really look into all the previous stuff.
That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I would say just for the next movie, just like at least for the next movie, have just go back to like at least when he's unmasked, have it look similar to the original. Because man, even if the feral predator's a different breed, he's still fucking ugly. Even by predator standards.
I just think, just not even as predator standards, I just think as just a monster design,
yeah, exactly.
I don't really like it.
Yeah.
Insert Halo theme. Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say.
All right.
I wish I could have said more positive things about it, because there are positive things. I just cannot for the life of me say them. I blame the fact that
you're tired.
Yeah, not tired that I want to go to bed now, but like tired in the sense like my processing is slowed. I'm just gonna go grab a soda or something.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. I guess I think that's really it for all our topics. I will say though, I guess real quick, just to add on something, at least to me, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong about, you want to make a movie part of a franchise, but you want it to be, kind of different, so you don't really look into all the previous stuff that came out before. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Obviously it would be wonderful if they looked at stuff that came out before, but if they wanted to be not do that, so that they don't feel tied down by like, I guess, like expectations, then I guess that's okay. I don't think there's anything inherently sinful about that. I think just the idea of a person saying they don't want to really be tied down, so they didn't really look at the other stuff, became kind of taboo, was really because of it. At least it really became taboo, like on the internet, at least because of Star Wars. Was mostly because Rian Johnson. Well, the thing is though, it's mostly because Rian Johnson didn't even want to make a movie where it's a different kind of Star Wars. Like, if I remember correctly, he purposely made it controversial so that way he could get people, butts in theater seats.
So that he can make a name for himself.
Yeah. So it's not even that he wanted to, make a bad Star Wars movies. Well, I guess he kind of did. He just did it so that way he could be, known. But
you're talking J.J. Abrams?
I'm talking about Rian Johnson, but
keep him away from Predator. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I was saying that I don't think there's inherently anything wrong or naturally sinful about what Dan Trachtenberg did with Prey, where basically he didn't want to be tied down by previous stuff, so he didn't really take a look at the previous stuff. I'm just saying, obviously, it would be fantastic if he did, but I don't think there was nothing, sinful about what he did. And
so something he could have done is essentially what you would do is look back at like the movies. Just look at the movies. I'm not going like to read the comics or play the games. So like, if you look at the movies, like see how the Predator acts, the culture kind of works, how the technology, how long technology's been around, and stuff like that, and add on to that. Really, you just need to add on to that.
Okay.
Like a new kind of weapon, which technically it did.
It did.
Is there a specific like some is there a special cast of Predator where it's like if like a hunt goes wrong, but the predator isn't able to like detonate the bomb and it dies. What about someone who's like like tries to retrieve? Is there a predator that retrieves the body?
We don't know, but that could be explored. Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, I was just saying, I think the idea of not paying attention to previous information just became really taboo because of Rian Johnson. But it's mostly because Rian Johnson didn't even do that. He just purposely made a controversial movie so he could get internet fame. Which
there was a malcontent with what Rian Johnson did. Brian, I think his name was, or some, didn't know about what he did. Like, he just did not know.
Yeah, so that's really it. That's all I wanted to add on while you were getting a drink. But yeah, so I guess with that said, then we can bring this show up to a wrap. Turns out,
Also, I want to apologize for kind of getting a bit heated.
It's fine. You're tired. I understand that. Admittedly, it did kind of, but it's water under the bridge now. It's all done, So, yeah. So, with that said, then we can wrap up this show. So, let me turn off that royalty-free jazz. Come here, boy. We don't need you playing anymore. And, yeah. So, thank you, everyone, for coming. And, oh, wait. I guess Chelsea would like me to point this out. She mentioned it earlier when we started the stream, but I didn't really pay attention. I guess I got 50 followers now, so I guess that's one step closer to getting, I don't know what, not partnership on Twitch. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of tired myself, but basically, I guess I'm one step closer. Yay! I should sound excited. I don't know. Maybe I should be. I don't sound too excited. I'm not really that excited. I just think, oh, that's a neat thing. Okay.
In the words of Michael J. Caboose, neat.
Neat. Yeah, it's neat. Yeah. So I guess just keep working that grind on Twitch. So yeah. So you're hyped for me, Chelsea? Thank you, Chelsea. I'm not too hyped myself. It's just neato. All right. But yeah, so thought I'd just point that out since apparently that's a big deal. So with that said, then thank you everyone for coming, and I hope next week is more streams. I'm thinking next week I'm gonna see how much more stuff there is in Death Stranding to finish. So I think next week is just gonna be more Death Stranding stuff than anything else. Mostly because I want to finish that game. Because I think I'm getting close to finishing it. Is that the word, servant? Affiliate? I think that's the term, Twitch affiliate. I don't know for sure. But yeah. So gonna hopefully see how much more I can finish Death Stranding next week. Alright. So with that said then, thank you everyone for coming. And I hope you all have a very good night. Good night.